Welcome everyone to my new episode on the AAVE cryptocurrency price prediction for June 2024. Out here, last 10 days left of this month. Looking for discovering what's happening through this difficult bearish situations out there. Is it a time for the markets to recover, to react, and potentially to strongly reverse this minor retracement in unlimited type of bearishness around the alts? Is it a time to finally complete that into an extension with the July, or it's not really the moment? We're going to find out on the cryptocurrencies very soon. The first thing that I wanted to talk about will be the crypto fear and greed index. And I wanted to share with you that we are, sitting on a support right now. It is a place where the reaction is expected, right? Just like we have been reacting twice back in the day, allowing the market for a relief rally. The question right now is that if this relief rally we're going to get will have the force, sufficient force needed. There is a bit of a gap here. Just you fulfill that gap, you get back into the resistance, and if you eventually break out of this resistance line of the fear and greed index, we're not talking about a massive rally that could be expected at the end of the day, which should come in continuation and extension of smaller rallies, micro rallies that usually start first, right? So you want to see those first and then the expected big guy out there to appear. Before we continue with AAV price prediction and chart, make sure to check out basically the one-on-one coaching program with me. For those of you that care about education and would like to trade professionally, I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade between 4 to 6 weeks of intensive private one-on-one conversations, including the done for you trading. If you want to be part of my trades, if you think something outsourced completely done for you without any prior fees sounds interesting, then you definitely want to check that out. At the end of the video, I talk about both. Now let's talk about AAVE Crypto and chart. This is the situation we are, folks. I mean, indeed, it's quite dangerous to speak about other than the reality. Looks like you are sitting on a demand zone that you cannot lose. If you lose this, you're going to target this level down here. That level down there means around $60, so the target will be the beginning of the previous rally movement. And this, you actually complete a whole structure that looks like, of course, like a head and shoulder indeed, but the idea here is if you would like to continue basically quickly back to the tops, you want to make sure you're not going to lose your, 75, anywhere between 80s, right? So there is a demand zone on this 80s. You don't want to lose that at all. You just want to make sure that you're respecting basically the rule of this line, just like you did so many times, and reacting promptly on that. Push into $110. Retrace a little bit from there into 200 days moving average, and bounce from there to go back into the highs, which again would not be a big deal at all for July. But the idea here for June is to make sure we actually reject and show signs that we're turning around and going to the upside, just like we did a couple of days ago and quite many times out there in the past on this demand zone. AAV right now is not sitting in a bad position for the ones that are searching a good edge on longs. AAV right now is definitely not sitting in a situation from where shorts should be opened. Definitely not. Why is it so? Because you're actually in the bottom structure where support is expected to appear at any point, and this is something very dangerous to short in support and long in resistance. Look at that, folks. I mean, if you would have longed in resistance, on all the places that I've encircled is clear on resistance. If you had longed over there, you pretty much get wiped out. The same thing happens if you short your support. Take a look at that. Every time you just, at least we did a relief bouncing or a strong movement back in the day from this one. We actually printed 85% out there, so that was amazing. Now this is where we are. This is how it looks like. It's obviously the last chance out there before you pretty much turn off your bull market discussion by losing the current demand zone. You turn off, at least on a couple of months time, the bullishness around this cryptocurrencies, especially for the alt sector, right? So you just cannot come out and say that if you have been retracing from 150 back to 60s in a bull market, you're considered to be still in a bull market condition. That's absolutely false. You have to respect basically the current demand zone and push from here in order to continue being in the same environment. Enjoy, folks. Have a good time. Check out this video till the end to find out more about the coaching and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content. And now I would like to talk for those of you that believe in education and care about their performance. So it's time to share more details about my one-on-one coaching program. This is done with me live, where I'll take you by hand, just like I said, and teach you how to trade from A to Z, which means starting from the mindset psychology side into the technical analysis, understanding the language of the market, encrypting the charts, and being familiar with the language in terms of what does the market communicates with you. Understand the whole process and then know how to react to those messages that the markets are delivering to you guys. Knowing how to react obviously is a sophisticated process. How to trade, when to trade, what to trade, when to exit, how to exit, and how to deal with an active trade. All the situations that are considered complex and a trader needs to know. Whether we talk about part-time or full-time trading, it doesn't matter. What matters is you need to increase your educational level in order to perform in the markets correctly and most likely in a predictable way. Trading is not gambling, not at all. Trading is a type of activity where a person is trading an asset when the probabilities of a direction are very high. So he has the ability to recognize those moments when a probability compared to the other, so a energy of bullishness or bearishness, is having a very strong possibilities of going into a direction. This is when a trader steps in and it is in advantage towards the market, so he's trying to make money with that. That's the whole idea of the process. It's definitely not something that has a very high level of unknown and random outcome at all the times. No, there are situations like that as well. I can confirm that. Been trading since 2014 full time, but the idea is that there are situations where the randomness or the unpredictability is not high, and that makes the spots for the traders. So check out the video to understand how does it work. Register now for a free conversation with me, a one-on-one coaching where I'll take you by hand between 4 to 6 weeks and teach you how to trade on Zoom conversations with homework, with exercises, with everything that is needed. Just like for the completely done for you on the trading side, if you'd like to be part of my trades, you can definitely do so without any prior fees. Just a commission from the profits we earn. Commission is paid by you every 7 days. This is my journey. You can check out the links in the description area, in the comments area for everything. It's completely done for you. We are using our ChatGPT bot for trading. It helps us to perform, it helps us to run the analysis, and it helps for the accuracy side. So it's done through API trading permission, and it's simple, straightforward. I can explain you more. Just reach out to me if you think this is a good option for you. Have a good time around it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll talk to you soon.